Hi everybody, are you all wet?
Yeah.
So good. Yeah.
It seems to be any time I speak it always rains, but never mind. Anyway, it's really nice to see all of you and welcome to the launch of Dublin Directive. You'll all know the date, the 22nd of July, 1706, the agreement of the treaty, this wonderful treaty that we were supposed to be entering in, was agreed. But we're here today, 317 years later, to launch a whole new direction to get us to independence once and for all. Now, when we talk about the Treaty of Union, nobody who is anti-independence ever talks about something called the claim of right. Claim of right is actually, believe it or not, ratified in the agreement of the treaty, but nobody talks about it. Why do they not talk about it? The claim of right is our constitution of being sovereign, not our elected members, not our parliament, us. We are sovereign, we're the crown, we are claiming the right to an independent Scotland. Now, with the claim of right, it was one of the most progressive pieces of legislation you'll have ever seen for its time. And I mean the true word progressive, not the word progressive that we've been using recently. It was all about equality, fairness to every single person in Scotland. No person was above each other. Nobody had better authority than the other person. Everybody was allowed equal education and justice system. It didn't matter how much money you had or how little money you had. You were allowed the same representation legally and education. That's where we need to get back to, Scotland. As somebody who lives with a disability, it doesn't define me as a person. It hasn't stopped me coming here today speaking to you. And we talked about communities earlier on, and that's who we need to speak to. Everybody knows somebody that's in a community. So for the likes of myself, who does live with a disability, my son has a disability, I want fair and an equal nation. And the only way we are going to do that is if we claim our rightful sovereignty, where we live by the claim of right, where we are all equal to each other and nobody can tell us otherwise. Now, with the claim of right, as I said, nobody speaks about it. So at the end of the day, we need to start learning about the claim of right, learn what it actually means. Just like Peter said, we learn what the word sovereignty means, what it is to be sovereign. But the biggest injustice that we have right now is the violation of our sovereignty. So it's up to us today. This is the start of a new era in the history of Scotland, that we claim back what we've been denied for the past 317 years. Are we ready to do that, Scotland? I think that's an aye. Okay, so the political world, I'm the leader of the ISP, but I do believe in direct democracy. When we elect people to enter our parliament, our sovereignty does not then change when we put our paper on the ballot box. We are still sovereign. Our elected members who enter our parliament building, yes, they're sovereign within their own right as an individual, but they're not caretakers and they do not take our sovereignty while they're in Parliament. We are still sovereign. So we need to get back to proper direct democracy, Scotland, because we need to be able to say, no, we are not happy with what you're putting through Parliament. We need to start standing up for ourselves and stop just moaning to each other. We need to have back the power that is actually rightfully us.